Good morning, students. Welcome to English class. Today I will teach you English of grade 6 from your NCERT book Honeysuckle. Today we will read poem number 5 of your NCERT book, that is, Where Do All the Teachers Go? This poem is written by Peter Dixon. Peter Dixon is a poet, performer, and educationalist. His poetry and outlook centers on the potential of human imagination and the importance of learning being enjoyable and rewarding. Peter is also a prolific visual artist whose paintings have developed something of a cult following, with a number of galleries in London and the south of England showcasing his distinctive work on a regular basis. Now let's have a look on the aims and objectives of reading this poem. The first one is to know about the life of the teachers, to critically appreciate the poem, to enhance vocabulary. Students, while reading this poem, you'll learn many new words. So let's have a look on them along with parts of speech and their meaning. The first word is scribble. Scribble is a verb. It means to write or draw carelessly. Pinched is a verb. It means to grip tightly. Third one is hymns. Hymns are the holy books and it is noun. Fourth word is dirty. Dirty is an adjective. It means covered with an unclean substance. Now let's have a look on the introduction of the poem, that what the poet wants to convey through this poem. Here in this poem, the poet speaks about the child love and curiosity for his or her teacher. Teachers are just next to super beings for children. They can't imagine that teachers are also ordinary human beings. This is a poem of your NCERT book Honeysuckle. Where do all the teachers go? For a little child, a teacher is special. It is difficult for a small child to think of his or her teacher as an ordinary person. Now, where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Do they live in houses and do they wash their socks? Do they wear pajamas and do they watch TV? And do they pick their noses the same as you and me? Do they live with other people, have their mums and dads? And were they ever children and were they ever bad? Did they ever never spell right? Did they ever make mistakes? Were they punished in the corner if they pinched the chocolate flakes? Did they ever lose their hymn books? Did they ever leave their greens? Did they scribble on the desktop? Did they wear old dirty jeans? I'll follow one back home today. I'll find out what they do. Then I'll put it in a poem that can read to you. Now let's have an explanation of the poem, that what a poet tries to convey in this poem. Now students, for young kids, a teacher is an extraordinary person. It is difficult for the small child to accept that a teacher is also any common man or woman living around him. The child wonders and questions if teachers also behave like other people, if they also do all the work or things like other people do, like do they live in houses? Do they wear pajamas? Or they wash socks or watch TV? Do they also have parents and children to live with? All these questions bother a child's mind, and out of curiosity, one day the child decides to follow his teachers to keep a check and to write a poem about them, so that the teachers read that poem to their students. It shows the cuteness, purity, curiosity, and dilemma a young mind has for his teachers. It also shows their expectations from their teachers. So, students, what you have learned from this poem, or what the poet had tried to convey through this poem? The teachers do not appear as normal human beings. They seem to be so perfect that they cannot make the mistakes which ordinary people do. Students, here are the textbook questions, and you have to write all the questions along with the answers in your notebooks. Now it's time to assess your knowledge. It's time for the assignment. You have to solve all these questions in your English notebooks. I hope you have understood the poem clearly. Thank you.